So this was my room for this leg of the trip. And I'm standing against the back window, so it's quite a small room. Oh yeah, and it has an elevator. All right, our first move day. Pain in the ass sometimes to look at, people look at that, but and you're in Japan and you're moving to several locations, this is what you gotta do. Good morning, by the way. So Chad, we're starting off our day with a couple train rides to a brand new area you have not been to.
2 nights.
Are you excited?
Next to Fuji-Q.
You're excited?
Yeah, I would like that.
What?
Chad, you can see it on this. And behind the lane it goes. Asia freaking Nika.
Welcome to Fuji-Q. And we're here. I'm back. This was being built when I was here last.
Yeah, it's after that.
All right, folks, just rode DoDoDonpa. I have not ridden Dodonpa since 2005. I'm literally shaking. That was incredible. Well worth the jaunt up here. This tour has been amazing, but that by far was the highlight coaster of the tour.
And people like say this is undescribable. It really is. Like, it's insane.
Out of the tour, this has been the highlight, I think, already for me.
Yeah, just definitely, since we've gotten here, the best thing I can say. I mean, we came for coasters. This has been a bucket list coaster for me and many of the other guys for a very long time. I've done some very fast launches. When it comes to SNS rides, I went 113 miles an hour in like 2 seconds. But that launch literally made my heart feel like it was in the back of the train by the time we actually got down to launch. It's so intense for the first 2 seconds, and then your mind just melts. The rest of the ride is all right, the loop's okay. There is a little bit of like bumpiness to it, but that's because of the tires. But I still am hurting in my heart because I'm shaking and vibrating so much.
You too, Chad? And you said you don't get nervous on rides very often, but you were nervous, weren't you?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dude, I love the fact that we all counted down at the same time.
We were screaming so hard, I was worried that like we wouldn't hear it counting down.
Yeah, I know.
So I was like, alright, everybody shut up a second. Like, I want to be able to hear this.
This still is my favorite coaster. You know me, I don't rate coasters. I don't do any of that stuff. But if I had to pick a favorite coaster, this is it. It did not disappoint. I can't wait to ride it again. Okay, you just took your first ride on...
I'm still shaking. Like, it was like...
Was it more powerful than you thought it would be?
I think so. It was like literally 1 second. It was 1 second of just sheer like. But I was like, we were so hyped seeing there. Like we turned the corner, we see him, we were freaking out, and then he goes lunchtime, and we like, we were like screaming, it's 3, 2, 1.
What's that look like when you're going down the launch and you see how short it is?
Oh my gosh, you turn the corner and you're like, we're gonna hit 112? No. What? It's like a third the length of Dragster's launch.
Yeah.
It's insane. The rest of the ride is like kind of okay. The loop is cool.
Yeah,
I
it's
enjoyed
very
the loop.
big.
I mean, but you ride this for the launch.
Oh, absolutely.
Launch didn't disappoint. Rest of the ride, I mean, I don't know. What do you expect?
It wasn't overhyped for you though, was it, the launch?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't
All
think
right.
so. But this is like sentimental for me because like Kings Lear is my home park, and I never did Hypersonic, and this is the sister coaster to Hypersonic, you know. And Hypersonic died. This one did not. So doing this, it was like this is so cool for me.
Okay, what did you think?
I thought that was
insane. Like you literally go from 0 to like full speed in like a snap of a second, and it was just breathtaking. You couldn't even say anything. Like the launch, like legit took your breath away, and you just couldn't react fast enough to it.
We were screaming so much.
It was so much fun.
That launch is what I consider too intense to handle. Like it legit hurt because it was too much adrenaline in my body. Like my stomach legit hurt after the launch. It felt so quick. Like it was just like it's just like felt like you were literally getting hit by a semi truck in your back. Like everybody says.
We got off like 10 minutes ago, and I still feel it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This was August's 100th coaster. Woo!
Yeah, that was like.
You picked a damn fine one.
Oh my god! Like I'm still like.
So our adventure continues. We rode Taco Bisha, and it was a very smooth Eurofighter by Gerstlauer. If I'm being honest, it wasn't quite what I thought it may be, but for some reason, I think it was because we just got off Dodonpa, so the thrill level wasn't as great. It was a fantastic ride nonetheless.
Fuji-Q Highland では運営化を実施いたしております。
Make sure to stay hydrated and exercise caution. Thank you.
Fuji-Q Highland よりご案内いたします。本日は大変。
Hello, everyone. Did you know that Fuji-Q Highland has an app that allows our visitors to check actual waiting times and also provides further information about the park?
Isn't this mouse insane? Well, I decided to break away from the group for a bit just to grab some footage and to walk around the park, as it is quite different than it was here in 2005. We still haven't really seen Mount Fuji because it's cloudy right now, and just a couple hours ago it was blue skies. And I rode a Thomas the Tank Engine coaster. I can't remember if I got that as well. I don't have my track record on my phone, so I'll have to check when I get back to the hotel. But I did ride this thing here. A lot of fun. It said I spun 19 times, like inverted 19 times. So I have no idea where that's at on the scale. I also rode Ichinaika. I've heard from quite a few people that it was just unbearable to ride. I've heard from people that it's a great ride. For me, it's not unbearable, but it's just not my ride. I think it was a once and done for me. I had a pretty heavy headache after riding it. I didn't really get any headbanging. I guess it's just not my ride. But I think I will go around and take some more footage because it is beautiful here. So, I really remember this walk. There's like this little Mount Fuji here. You can get some great views up here. Check it out. Matt, Jim, and I took a group photo up here, and like Mount Fuji is somewhere there. You just can't see it right now. And I believe Phil from The Amazing Race did a segment right here on this little thing when I don't remember what season it was, but they came here. So pretty cool. Get in, guys.
Can't find it.
No, not. I mean, don't literally like get inside. Just get around it. Yeah.
On the count of three, say your favorite ride all together.
Oh, I don't know. 1, 2, 3.
Jamaica! I heard at Jamaica.
Hey, August. There's 3 of us in this room, but what's the cool thing about our room that no other room has?
The view.
That's that right?
Jamaica, 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 Jamaica.
The dining room, it's a mess. But this is a cool place.
I'm gonna find out if I'm gonna enter the university I want to go to. And it's up right here. If I click on this link, I will see.
Okay, are you ready?
So, I don't know. Okay, here we go. Yes! I got in. Yes. Yes. I got in. What? I got in. Oh, yeah. Dude, I got in, dude. Yes. Congratulations, man. Dude. Oh. Yes, I got in. Congratulations. Thank you.
So how is the room for you guys?
Really good.
Really Japanese.
Spacious?
Yeah.
Very.
I can't even hit the top even if I stand on my toes.
All right, folks, day whatever. There's Fuji-Q.
I'm ready to melt my face again.
Yes.
I'm ready for Dodie again.
Instant facelifts on that right, guaranteed.
Look at the people walking in with luggage that they have to check
That could
in.
be us, but it's not.
It's not.
We have a place which is kind of nice and it's close, so we were able to walk here too.
Yay!
We looked out our window and saw the skyline. Like, it was just like, oh,
In the clouds.
good night, Janaka. Yeah, it was like crazy.
So the green apparently leads to...
DoDoDonpa.
So we're gonna follow the green. So apparently we're running to DoDoDonpa to match the speed of this incredible launch. Just took my second ride of the trip on DoDoDonpa, and I rode row 4, which means I've ridden all rows.
That ride is just incredible. Go ride in here, please.
It's so good. Still after 3 rides.
In the rain.
It doesn't get, I mean, it's so good.
I did one of the coolest things I've ever done on the coaster in my life that last ride. While we were upside down in the loop, I looked over to my right, and the swings were swinging right by me, and I was waving to Japanese people, and they were waving to me back while I was upside down.
I timed it, it was less than a minute to send out that train.
Fujiyama right now. It's one of the longest coasters in the world. I think it's the second longest in Japan, if I'm correct. It's a Togo. Looks pretty sketchy. Probably hurts a bit, but I mean, I kind of like that. We're in single rider line right now because it's like a 50-minute wait probably. Yeah, we're hoping it's moving because yesterday it didn't move too fast, but yeah, let's see. It's gonna be fun.
Shooting video. Finally! You're in the front. Awesome. You got lucky.
Yeah, like it had a couple of nice airtime moments. The draw was pretty fun, but the rest of the ride, all the turns were really rough. It was not like banded. Like that was much smoother, and that ride is just kind of boring in some spots. Like it was alright, but definitely the worst of the big four, I'd say.
Yeah, I would kind of agree on that one in a sense. Like it was rough in some spots. The last portion where it does a lot of like the S things, it looked like somebody literally took paper clips and that's how they were designing it. Overall, it's a decent ride, but it's not the first one I would definitely run to. I'd go to somewhere else.
Yeah, so I actually like that. So I was sitting towards the back, so I was flying all over the thing. So I actually really liked it. It had some good airtime moments. It was a little boring at some spots, but I really liked it.
Taylor had a very confused look when you came into the station.
I was like, what the heck? I sat in the middle, but because it's so big, I feel like you still get some decent air on some spots just because it's so massive that you don't necessarily have to be sitting towards the back in order to get that on the drop. I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. I mean, I feel like I'm obligated to say it's either the best Togo, either that or Bandit. Like,
honestly, it's consistent. This is exactly how it operated when I was here before. It's not, if you have a sore back, don't ride it. We rode it, so the guys got all the credits at the park, the big four. Moonsault scramble car, and I'm touching it. This is the coaster that it was actually the first to be over 200 feet. And I'm touching the wheels, I'm spinning the wheels. How rad. Dude, they put vending machines in the logo of the park, the name of the park. So Dan, why don't you explain what your purchase you just got right now?
So I just bought a shirt for Dodi, and they only have a large size, nothing XL whatsoever, and kind of expected that, but I was hoping that I would at least find one. They don't have any in the gift shop over by the ride. So we went over to this gift shop right over by the hotel in the main entrance, and luckily enough, found one. So I got my 180 kilometer shirt. Your
new shirt.
Yes.
And then you had?
I had one a long time ago. So back when I went to Winter Coaster Solace and Knott's, Stan Checketts was there the year that Dodi opened. And they had the OG white shirt with the graphic on it, had Mount Fuji on it, said world's fastest, and I literally wore that shirt all the time when I was back in high school and whatnot. And it's kind of weird because people are like, why wear a shirt when you haven't gotten the credit? Well, the shirt kind of made me want to get the credit, so it's kind of neat that I have the OG first shirt, and now I have the second gen one, and I've actually gotten the credit too.
So this is Fuji. Here we go.
So the
Yep.
wheel underneath it makes contact. Something pushed up, and then that's what released the harnesses.
Oh, look, the whole thing.
The whole bogey moves?
Yeah.
If any rain showers occur, please be aware that some of our outside attractions may be forced to suspend operations. Thank you for your understanding.
You ready, Dan?
Ready as I'll ever be.
In the rain.
Yesterday I got 65 rotations. Hoping to break that today.
I bet. How many?
On the screen it said I did 55 rotations. It felt worse. Yesterday I did 65. I'm glad I didn't eat lunch before because I'm very dizzy right now. I feel like I'm drunk and I haven't had anything to drink.
Back at it again. So I know this is an awkward angle, but I am sitting down underneath the turn on DoDoDonpa. Still my favorite coaster, as you have seen. Myself and the rest of the guys are about to go do the King of Horror House, like the longest haunted house in the world. I honestly don't know if it still holds that record or not. There's a fee that you have to pay to go in there, but from what I remember, it's so worth it. And we were able to see the ending as we were walking the other way. Dan and I were. Not necessarily the ending, but the reaction of people coming out of the haunted house. We're really, really having a good time here. Even the weather is crazy, but it doesn't bother us at all. But the park's emptying out. We are having fun, so I'll get our reactions here in a minute. Jeremy.
The fact that Jeremy has never done one.
We're in line for this. He's a little nervous.
I've never done a haunted walkthrough haunted house before, so I don't even know like what to expect. Never.
And you're doing literally the world's longest one.
And scariest apparently, or something like that. So
You guys ready?
no, I am.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
We can go?
No, I don't get nervous by stuff like this. I love it. I love it. If I get one jump in this whole thing, it means it's really good.
Okay, we're about to enter the world's longest haunted house. How is it, Matt?
It's the worst thing ever. It is absolutely the worst thing ever.
That took 40 minutes, I think.
To walk through it?
Yeah. For the whole
Felt
thing.
like forever.
It did.
It was almost too much. Nurses selling ice cream and bloody outfits and concessions.
Afterwards.
Wow. It looked so good. It was horrible.
Yeah, I'm a slightly disappointed. Well, I'm pretty I don't know, my expectations were really high. I mean, I've never done a haunted house before, so like to me everything was new. So it was like very detailed, but like for jump scares there weren't that many, so I was okay with it.
It was, all right, I've done a lot of haunted houses. Thematically, amazing. Set design, incredible.
Yeah.
On par with, say, like Universal with their Halloween Horror Nights. But there were so many missed opportunities.
Definitely.
It's sad in my opinion, because when you've gone to so many events and you've been to so many of those things, it's just one I was like, dang it, I wish it could have been better. But I can figure, like, on a busier day when they have more staffing and whatnot, and that place is full of scare actors, insane.
It's not nearly as intense as it used to be, but it was worth the $10 just for the thematic part of it. But as far as scares, absolutely, it's not scary. And it's way more bright in there than it was when I was here in 05. I don't like to compare. It was awesome hearing the guys scream ahead of us. What'd you think?
I thought that was the scariest thing I've ever done, like even scarier than the haunted house.
So let's put it this way: that was better than the haunted house that we paid money.
Absolutely.
That was scary.
Dude, we had people grabbing us.
Were they?
Yes.
There were people physically touching us. I felt one on the back and one on the chest.
You didn't feel that, did you?
What the hell did we just ride?
Something better than the haunted maze that we paid money for.
Yes.
Like, it was more sensory overload than the other one because you had the headphones on, so you're getting sound effects left to right, around 360 and everything. But one thing I noticed, and at first I didn't realize if it actually was, I was thinking maybe it's just something like in the area that touches you or something like that. I truly think there's scare actors in there that will touch you, because I had something hit here and on the back, not once, but twice actually. That was actually pretty good.
All kinds of little tricks in there.
Yeah, little neat things. We're not going to give anything away, but I honestly, I would recommend this a lot.
It's
really
worth the
good,
wait
actually.
we waited for.
Yeah, it's good.
So we've been seeing these ads for VR, the two major rides.
Yeah, so we've seen VR for Fujiyama and VR for DoDoDonpa. And we were like, what the hell? Like, you're going to have a VR headset while on your Dodonpa?
And we
it's
didn't
like,
see it.
And you're like, I'm going to break my neck or something like that. But no, they actually don't have any headsets on the ride. They have this, which is a tent. And apparently, I haven't gone in yet, but I'm going to assume you put on your VR headset there and ride the ride. And why would they do that? Well, when it's like this and everything's closed, you can still ride something. And I think that's one of the reasons why they may have it.
I think so as well. Makes sense.
That was scary, like legit scary. I rode with Yannick, and at some points we were like screaming like, ah!
That was very different. It was cool. Very creepy.
No one touched him.
I didn't realize that people touch you. I feel gypped now because when I walked out there, I was like, why aren't there scare actors in there? Apparently there are.
Jeremy was getting it more than I got hit. I got touched twice. He got touched more than that.
Twice?
Yeah.
What?
On our ride, Yannick said like, someone's touching me, someone's touching me.
Yeah.
I was like, don't touch me,
Yeah, that's
please,
what
don't.
happened to him. He said someone's touching me and nobody touched
Yeah,
me.
well, I was screaming and Sean, you were like, what? And
Yeah.
I'm like, something touched me.
That's what I said. I didn't get.
No, I was on the left seat. Were you on the left seat?
Yeah, he was. I was on
So
the right.
then I don't know if it was just one scare actor, if there's some sort of mechanical prop in there that just touches here and here.
I don't know, maybe it's part of the car, maybe that like it sticks out and whacks you.
It
or
definitely was.
something,
Yeah.
but I don't know. That was good.
It was very creepy. I think if you put legit scare actors, put the 5 people we were in the haunted house in that thing, I would have
Best dark
actually
ride ever.
freaked out. They would have freaked
If the
me
scare
out.
actors in the other one would have been their best haunted attraction ever.
Oh, easily, yeah. The headphones factor made it all different. I'm so glad it was headphones versus just a normal audio thing. I think because it was the headphones, it made you feel a lot more intimate and creepy.
Yeah,
you know?
it felt like you kind of were alone. Because like it's just it's
Fuji-Q
almost
is the
like
best soundtrack.
yeah, it's like almost you cannot hear anything around you. Kind of. It's like
Yeah.
they're pretty loud and stuff.
Yeah.
So it scared me more than that thing. Than
Yeah,
the-
oh
the
yeah.
haunted
You get
maze.
touched?
Yeah, I did on my shoulder twice. It was scary.
Live check?
Hi. Do you come here often?
A few. It's a delicate ballet.
How was that? The Flying Theater, whatever it was called.
I liked it.
You had an
Yeah, it was
inversion.
Yeah, it had this really awesome storm effect, and the pre-show was fantastic. His hair was Mount Fuji. It's on the trash can right there. See?
Yeah, there he is.
His hair is Mount Fuji.
I liked it too.
Look at that. Like, it's rolling in. Like, right now, the clouds are literally covering the top.
It's very cloudy. Raining, nothing open. It's just a
Do you want to take
No, we did last night.
Thank you.
a